Hey, what's up, guys? DrFeelGood here, back again with another video prescription. And let's talk about the recently announced Splatoon 2 Global Testfire that will be happening after the Switch launches on March 3rd. I believe it takes place from March 24th through March 26th, and there will be a total of 6 1-hour play sessions. Now, as for me, a person that is an avid Splatoon fan, this has me hyped as hell. I'm very excited. I plan on attending all 6 sessions along with my wife. Yeah, it's going to get hectic. Now, I've seen some rumblings over the web that are suggesting that Splatoon 2, given the time frame of the Global Testfire, is set to launch probably sometime in April. People, that's not going to happen. They said summer. April is still considered a spring month, for one. 2, Nintendo is not going to launch Splatoon 2 alongside another heavily online-centric game we all know as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Alright? Keep that in mind. I believe there will be more than one Global Testfire, and I say that because for those that don't know or do not recall, there were 2 Global Testfires for the original Splatoon back in 2015. One was, I believe, a month before the game's release, and then since the feedback on that was so good and the demand was great, they did another test fire roughly 2 weeks before release. I believe they're doing this test fire early because they want to test, just like before, they want to test the general interest. They want to see how many people are going to be hitting their servers when the game launches. It gives them a general idea, basically. But this will not be the only test fire. I believe there will be another test fire in April and maybe even another one in May. I believe this game is going to launch either in June or July. The original Splatoon launched, I believe, on May 30th of 2015. I can't see this Splatoon launching any earlier than that. I really can't see it launching in May because I believe that's when ARMS is going to launch. I could be mistaken, but ARMS was given a spring release, and they're not going to release ARMS in the same month as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I'm just saying. This ARMS is a brand new IP. I believe that Splatoon is not going to launch in the same month as Mario Kart or the same month as ARMS, because even though it's an established IP now, it's not well established like Mario Kart is, but it's more established than ARMS. So I believe it's going to launch in June or July. With that said, there will be more than one session of Global Testfires. But once again, I was already hyped before for the Nintendo Switch. And not just because of Zelda, there were other games that I plan on getting day one or during the launch month. But this right here, yeah. My wife actually thought that we'd be able to play this test fire on the Wii U. That's how anxious she was. She really wanted to play it like soon, as in like right now. But if you are one of the people that was sitting back saying, oh, I'm going to buy a Nintendo Switch when Splatoon launches. I bet you're not saying that shit now, are you? I bet money that now you're hoping, at least some of you are hoping to be able to scramble out there and find a Nintendo Switch to pre-order because you don't want to miss the Global Testfire. You don't. Yeah, it's a 1 hour session, and yeah, there's only 6 of them for the month of March, but oh man, when the original Testfire launched, the one that people shitted on, it was hype. It was hype. It was just what the game needed, and when the game launched, it took off. This will be no different. But there will be more than one Testfire session. There will be at least one more. What I'm thinking, I think this game is going to launch, as I said, in June or July, and we'll get a Testfire within its launch month. And I believe it's going to launch within the first week of one of those 2 months. So I will say the first week or first half of June or first half of July is going to launch. And we'll get a Testfire probably sometime in May, at least in May. They want to test the interest now, and then they're going to test it one more time right before it launches, because the Nintendo Switches will be out in the market. They'll know how many people are connected online and using it. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe will be out there and will have already had a chance to stretch its legs. The new IP ARMS will already be out there, so they'll be able to test this out and know just how much interest Splatoon has gained. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Tell me whether or not you're as hype as I am about this. I know I may not sound like it. I'm just a calm, collected guy, but I'm hype as hell. I have over 700 hours in Splatoon, and it would have been a lot more had life not popped up when it did. Not in a negative way, but just I got really busy. But yeah, this is DrFeelGood, and as I always say, keep it gaming.